How this one goes. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Wiles. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Gets it to the back. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Gets open down the middle. Across the 45. Made a defender miss. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Seminoles. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Hill. Makes a man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better and harder.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Dante Moore gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Escapes the pressure going right. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quick give. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. To the air. It's Daniels. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moore with the play fake. Buys time to his left. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Trying to move them on the counter. All over him immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. It's first down from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Davison. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. 4th down, Moore. Extending the play. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Hand it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Right side, it's Robinson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Deep in the end zone, it's Davison. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moore. Caught over the middle. It's hooked.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little.
There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there, a touchdown here. And I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone. And that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime. But they've got to play much better in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Hauls it in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Runs through the tackle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He slings it deep to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. FSU calling it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hooks. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Moore will throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles. That, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast, and you can see it right there, starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out. Flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a big, fast, physical human being.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd and long here. Wants to keep it in the air. Left side is Croma. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking for a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore, play action. Shoots it to the left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Right side, it's Moore. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing Moore. Still looking. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore to the air again. Got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield.
Well, you got to think here.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Dante Moore. And he makes the grab for the deuce. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the grab. It's Wiles. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Moving the pocket. It's Daniels. Snags it. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. is on the field to get this drive going. Moore. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Looking long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open.
Caught, and he's got room. Past the 30. He's at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Buying a little time to his left. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Riles. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Robinson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll run it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense.
Going long. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big